All right, morning everybody. It's the 6th of August. We're Signal Centre Talking Ball. I'm Joe Neighbour, joined by Ian Cumberland and his hair. How you doing, mate?
I'm all good, mate. You?
Yeah, all right, thanks. Just before we went live, there, Ian was telling us that he needed a haircut, looking a bit long on top there.
Yeah, looking a bit curly mop.
Yeah, looks good. I like it. That's the fashion nowadays, isn't it? All the kids have it permed on top, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just had a rough night, to be honest.
Fair enough. How's it all going this morning? All okay?
Yeah, all good. Bit of action from the B of E.
Yeah. So still trying to get to the fact that they do this before market now, because it always used to be lunchtimes on a Thursday, didn't it? At 12 o'clock.
Yeah. All those London boys got to get up a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Well, now also means they can go down the pub on a Thursday afternoon rather than having to sit there waiting for what the Bank of England are going to say.
That's true. That is true.
Maybe that was what it was all for, to try and stimulate the economy. Not that anyone's in London to go to the pub at the moment.
No, that's true. But maybe it's so that they couldn't get the nod before 12 o'clock.
Yeah, quite possibly. Speaking, there was a big move in Eastman. Was it last week? Did you see that?
I got the move, and then you went Dalek again.
In Kodak.
Oh, right.
In the States, obviously the photography is what they used to be famed for. So it went down to pretty much zero in terms of share price, because obviously everyone takes pictures on their phone or whatever. But they announced that they were turning from photography towards healthcare. So the shares jumped by about 1,000 or something percent, or 600% or something last week.
Jesus.
But there was a number of transactions that were placed the night before the announcement.
Oh, right. Okay.
So there's been some investigations into that as to whether or not the company broke the law by telling some people prior to the official announcement. So a little bit naughty.
A little bit of insider dealing.
Yeah, but if you're 1,000% up on your trading account the next day.
Stewards.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, the news this morning was from the Bank of England, and they've kept everything on hold as expected. A 9 to 0 vote to keep rates as they are at 0.1%.
Believe it or not, that's giving sterling a boost, because it's they're still contemplating negative interest rates, aren't they?
Yeah, so they've kept negative interest rates off the table at the moment and said that they're not considering it. They said they've got other instruments available. But there's been a decent push higher in sterling.
Yeah, Bailey said that it's still under negative interest rates are still under active consideration.
Right. Okay. So that is on the table then.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Indeed, we will. So
I mean, sterling's had quite a nice boost, but you've got a big resistance level up here at 132. The figure.
Okay. I'll let you jump on the charts on that. Oh, there we go.
It's where is it? He says on that time frame. This one here. So previous swing high. Obviously, everything tanked back in March. Sterling against the dollar included. We hit this 261.8% fib, and then we've had this really decent move back up, 78.6% fib here, and we've got this previous swing high located at 132. The figure. I've not looked at this actually. I'm just wondering whether or not where the ABCD projected move is. I think that looks quite close now. That's at 133, the figure. But there's a barrier here. I think today, at least, it's still sort of buying into dips really. I just wanted to go back to the dollar index and talk about this briefly. We talked about this yesterday, about the Gartley and how aggressive you can be or not, as the case may be. And it broke the formation, so it stalled a little bit, then it broke the formation. And obviously we've seen this big dip here, so I'm now wondering whether or not we're going to get a double bottom formation, and and I think an important time frame for me anyway, I look at 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours for nice reversal formations or trend engulfing patterns. So this is the 4-hour chart where we're just seeing an inverted hammer. But if we go to the 3-hour chart, we've got quite a decent outside bar there. We've got some bullish divergence on this time frame. And that is a TD flip as well. So you'll often hear me talk about TD flips. The TD flip is a close above the close 4 candles previously. So I do look at DeMark quite a lot, and I look at 13s, and I like to see TD flips with 13s, and that's what this is. So I'm
on the 3-hour, is that?
That's on the 3-hour chart, yeah. So I'm flipping to the upside. I think there's some other time frames as well that might, as the day progresses, you might get the 6-hour chart. I know that's not a common one, but you're going to have to move up to here before 12 o'clock. But again, going back to the shorter time frame, if this is a reversal, then I think this push up is going to be quite aggressive. 9 o'clock, like I said, is important for me, and also for euro dollar. That candle again just inverted what we're seeing on the dollar index. So bearish outside candle is going to be a TD flip, and you've got bearish divergence here as well. So there's obviously support levels, decent support levels, but I think, you know, intraday, if you can get little tiny rallies to sell into, I think that offers quite good risk, basically.
Yeah, quite like that. Looking at the same chart, but on an hourly time frame, you've seen this break to a new high above 119.09, flushed out some stops and then a massive reversal. So, you know, seeing that across the board on all dollar related markets. So yeah, that could be the trade of the day today. I think both of us will probably be looking at something along those lines when it comes to the gun to the head bits and pieces in a short while. Looking at what's going on with other markets yesterday, obviously it was a big move up in the commodities yesterday from gold and silver.
Isn't massive. It every day? Isn't it every day?
Yeah, it is every day. But
silver's up at 2.4% again today.
Yeah, no stopping it at the moment. I mean, there's a bit of a slowdown because of that dollar reversal this morning, but I think that's just going to purely provide an opportunity for dip buyers to get back on board with that, to be honest. I mean, I'm looking for a dip down to 2015 on that, which may be a bit ambitious today, but I'll be very interested down there if it gets down there at any point throughout the session. Oil as well, a little bit of a correction from the highs that we saw yesterday. We made highs around about midday. What was that, 43.60? Again, anything commodity related, I still think it looks pretty bullish as a result of the weakness that we've seen in dollars. But this could just be, again, a correction to allow people to buy the dip. Silver remains very high. Not much of a correction going on there, as Ian just said, up 2.5% already, or 2.2% today. Looking for a reasonable pullback there as well to try and get long. Indices, bit of a mixed bag this morning. Still looking to sell into rallies there if we get the opportunity to do so. This is the FTSE 100. I'm looking to sell at 61.38. Decent reversal today over the last hour or so after the initial move lower on the spike higher in sterling because of Bank of England. French market remains below that key resistance that I've got, 49.65. I don't know if that marries up with what you're looking at.
I've got yours. 49. I'm short actually this morning.
Are we already in?
Yeah. Okay. 35, I think.
Okay. That's about right then, roughly levels. Yeah. DAX is potentially breaking this downtrend line. I've got a sell a bit higher up, so looking for a 61.8% retracement of this move here in order to try and get short there. So keeping an eye on that for now. That's up 1%, so outperforming the other European markets at the moment. In terms of data, we've had a spike in factory orders for Germany. That was 27.9%. So that overshadowed the early Bank of England policy decision, which is why we're seeing the DAX up by the levels that it is. Yesterday, we did also have the unemployment claims from the US, and the ADP number, and that was much worse than expected. And that's expected, obviously, to be a precursor for tomorrow's non-farm payroll number. I think Trump was on Fox News being interviewed while the number came out, and he said he was talking about expected big number tomorrow. So I don't know if he sort of giving people the heads up or what, or just
really
chatting shit as he usually does,
or flipping the market.
Yeah, quite possibly. I don't know if you saw, but he had
sure he's got
deleted.
A fund running somewhere.
Yeah, he had something deleted off Facebook yesterday. Did you see that?
Did he?
He had a video blocked from being shared on Facebook yesterday for violating their policies on coronavirus misinformation. So it was the first time Facebook had stepped in and deleted something of his. I think it was something along the lines of, he said children are less at risk from contracting coronavirus.
Okay.
So just completely freestyling in interview and not sticking to facts.
I saw a tweet about that. Is it Dr. Fauci? That he's medical, and he turned around and said the US is far worse than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Per population or whatever. So I would have thought he's for the high jump soon as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, fun and games. So let's just have a quick look at the guns ahead stuff from yesterday. Let's got the spreadsheet up. I had a trade on Aussie US dollar, which was stopped out by less than a tick, which was frustrating to say the least. So this was the trade yesterday. I was talking about this head and shoulders pattern that we talked about. There was the stop at 72.35. We had a little bit of a poke above that, stopped me out, and then boom, down it came, which happens. Unfortunately, that's part and parcel of trading, but I'd imagine there was some stop losses in there that triggered a little bit of an exaggerated move to the upside before then bang, starts coming down. But as I say, that's the way the game goes. Fortunately for Team Signal Center, Ian saved the day with a 1.67R win on CAD Swiss.
Lovely.
So that provides you with the honour today, and made sure that we made money overall on
little tick up.
Yeah, very tiny, but yeah, they all count. So what dollar market are you looking at, Ian?
That obvious. Dollar Swiss I'm going for. Right, let's have a break the time frames. This is pushing the boat out a little bit, but there you go. Monthly chart, 38.2% fib here at 90.88. There's a previous swing low here at 90.71, so acting as support at the moment. The weekly chart, and that's not the weekly chart. What have these little things popped up on our charts for? They're quite annoying. Weekly chart, there's not really a lot to
buy and sell on those if you've got a linked account.
Yeah, but I would have liked it just to have an option to have them, not just that they just appeared overnight. But anyway,
yeah.
We've had 7 weeks of net losses, but there's not a lot to take away from this weekly time frame. Daily time frame, there's a bullish engulfing candle here on the 31st, often seen at the base of a trend. But as I said previously, this is the candle and the formation that are quite light. So we've made a new low just about. I think you're better off calling it a double bottom than a swing low. And we've got some bullish divergence, and the 3-hour chart and hopefully some other charts will show a decent reversal with these TD flips again that I look at. So I'm getting long dollar Swiss there. The measured move on a double bottom formation on a break of 92.41 is here at 94.22. And I'm going to go ridiculous because I'm just going to put my stop there, and I've got that around the wrong way, haven't I?
Yeah,
that's really annoying. There you go, 7.8R. So getting long at 90.80, 1998, targeting 94.20. We'll stop at 90.58.
Okay, lovely. I am going to take a look at Aussie dollar again because we have noticed this was Ian's trade yesterday that I nicked, but
yeah, we got stopped out as well.
We have noticed that Ian can sometimes be 24 hours out on his calls,
which is really handy.
That is a joke, obviously.
It's not far from the truth, though.
Yeah, well,
You do say that you've got to be a good trader. You've got to be like a magician or a comedian, and that it's all about timing.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and jump on this again today,
which I'm clearly shit at.
That's not true. So we saw this break up yesterday, followed by a bit of a reversal. It did invalidate the theory of the head and shoulders reversal that we talked about, but I still feel there's opportunity for a corrective move lower. I'm just going to target this swing low that we saw on the 3rd of August, which is down at 70.76. The only thing I'm maybe a little bit worried about is that if this is a trend continuation, then maybe what we could be seeing here is some sort of flag or pennant taking shape. So I ideally want to see it break down pretty quickly from here if it's going to work on the downside. So selling at 71.84, going to target the 70.76 level, stop loss at 72.18. So just about 3R, risk reward ratio of 3 on that. Let's see how they go. So all hoping that the dollar has a little bit of a recovery today. And as we said, with regards to commodities, it would just be a decent opportunity to try and get on board a dip on some of those.
Well, I have on my little system. I've got a buy signal now in the dollar index. So
okay,
we'll wait and see.
We will indeed. So
got to be in to win it.
You do. Thanks for that. Jobless claims today is the only thing I've got on the calendar of any real note.
Bailey speaking later, 12:30. B.V.
Okay. Quite a long day for him. If he's got to do all the morning stuff, then hang around till 12:30.
Exactly. Especially
worth. Yeah. Anything else that you can see? All looking forward to tomorrow, I guess.
RBA overnight policy statement. Apart from that, that's at 2:30 in the morning. So
I'm not staying up for that.
No,
I'll let you do that.
No, I'm not doing the night shift.
Nothing else out
that's
immediately.
It, mate.
Yeah. No. Okay. Cool. Right. Well, let's wrap it up there then.
Good luck,
everybody, for trading, and we will catch you all on Non-Farm Friday.
Yeah. Have a good day.
You too, mate. Bye-bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye.